It's not at all uncommon for movies and TV shows to realize that a scene doesn't quite work during the editing process, and so promptly remove it before it ever reaches audiences. Sometimes, of course, these deleted scenes are even made available to curious fans, either online or as part of a home video release. But in certain extreme circumstances, TV networks and production companies will actually re-edit a TV episode after it's already been broadcast to the masses, more often than not altering a controversial scene which caused a major public outcry. I'm Gareth from WhatCulture.com, and this is 8 moments edited out of your favourite TV shows.
Hold on there, my dear friend. I know we're very excited to get into this list, but before we do, you've actually forgotten to open today's window on your advent calendar. Oh, would you look at that? It's Raid Shadow Legends. Oh no, sorry, that should say advert calendar. They always get that messed up. Anyway, yes, massive thank you to the team at Raid for partnering with us on this video. And I know what you're thinking, Adam, you can't possibly fit a truly AAA quality game right there in your pocket. They're too small. You need enormous trousers or something. But no, my friend, you can. Quests, campaigns, PvP battles, over 500 champions to collect, each with their own skill trees and artifacts, meaning there are literally trillions of ways to build your team, and it fits on your phone. I honestly find that very impressive. Like, look, this is my favorite bit. You just drag these guys kicking and screaming from a highly dangerous looking portal in the middle of town, and then you take them to the tavern to upgrade all their skills. Coincidentally, in real life, the tavern is where I go to downgrade all my skills, but there you go. This month, though, Raid have released their biggest ever update, the Doom Tower. 120 floors of secret challenge rooms, 12 very unfriendly bosses, and 14 awesome new champions just in time for the holidays. So naturally, we have a load of free goodies and Bulwark, this guy, gift wrapped and ready to give to you. To get all this, all you have to do is hit the link in the description, and new players will get the free Void Champion Bulwark, 50 gems, an XP booster, some energy refills, and even an Ancient Shard as soon as you get in the game. To get all that, all you do is you take this magical pointing finger and you just hit that one, and it all lives there. You can try and challenge me in-game if you like. The name is Big Magic Cleary, and I might even let you join my clan. Well, no, actually, I will definitely let you join my clan because it's really hard and I die all the time. Anyway, here's that list we promised you. Enjoy!
Number 8. The Car Crash Cutaway SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob SquarePants Season 2 episode Procrastination features a scene where SpongeBob fantasizes about getting his driver's license, at which point the scene abruptly cuts to a live-action clip of a drag car veering wildly off the track and crashing, before cutting back to SpongeBob as he continues to fantasize. Following its initial 2001 broadcast, Nickelodeon received complaints from parents concerned about the unexpected flash of real-world violence in a show made for children, prompting the network to edit out the short sequence for future broadcasts. Thankfully though, the gag was retained in some DVD releases, and was more recently reinstated for both streaming and traditional TV airings. So enjoy that, I guess. Number 7. Hannah's Suicide, 13 Reasons Why. Netflix drama 13 Reasons Why proved immensely controversial upon release for the direct manner in which it depicted the suicide of focal teenager Hannah Baker, who is shown slitting her wrists in a bathtub in the first season's finale. While some felt that the show shone a confronting light on the gravity of suicide, others expressed concern that it may have inadvertently glorified suicide to any viewers struggling with their own mental health issues. Devastatingly, studies suggested that teen suicide spiked in the week following the first season's release. And so, shortly before the third season aired, more than 2 years after the suicide scene was first released, Netflix made the decision to cut the scene out after consulting with mental health professionals. Now the episode cuts to Hannah's parents discovering her body, albeit without showing the grisly particulars of her carrying it out. Fan opinion on the edit remains divisive, though the end result is still completely devastating, it must be said. Number 6. JEZ'S BLACKFACE. PEEP Show. Throughout its run, PEEP Show made an art out of making the audience feel as uncomfortable and embarrassed as humanly possible. And perhaps its most squirm-inducing scene occurs in the Series 2 premiere, Dance Class. Jez and his girlfriend Nancy embark on a relationship where Nancy wishes to break as many social taboos as possible, including having Jez color his skin black before having sex with her. But in light of 2020's Black Lives Matter protests, a number of TV series and movies containing blackface scenes were either re-edited or removed entirely. And so, current distributor Netflix made the decision to remove the offending scene. Though the gag is ultimately at the expense of the characters and their own ignorance about the wider cultural implications of blackface, its removal at least doesn't affect the episode's overarching narrative at all. Those who wish to see the original episode, however, can still find it unedited, albeit with commercials on Channel 4, who added a statement saying, "We do not believe that erasing our creative history is a quick fix for the issues affecting our society today." Number 5. The live-action intro, The Simpsons. Now for a rare case of an episode being re-edited for reasons other than offensiveness. I know, what a world. The Simpsons Season 17 episode Homer Simpson, This Is Your Wife, is famous for featuring a live-action remake of the show's iconic opening title sequence, ingeniously translating its heightened shenanigans to the real world. However, this terrific sequence was only part of the episode's original airing on Fox. And so, on both repeat viewings around the world and now on Disney+, the live-action gag has been replaced with the regular animated intro. The reasoning for this hasn't ever been officially confirmed, but it's almost definitely due to the fact that the live-action scene was actually produced by Sky TV as a commercial promoting Season 17. It's highly likely that Sky only licensed the clip to Fox for that initial airing, and so it had to be replaced for reruns. Thankfully though, the fantastic clip can be easily found on YouTube for posterity. Woohoo! Number 4. The phone sex line number, Animaniacs. Hulu's new Animaniacs revival has received mostly warm reviews from critics and fans alike, though the show did come under fire for a quick gag involving a phone number. The series' 6th episode features a Pinky and the Brain short called Close Encounters of the Worst Kind, where Brain posts a phone number to the screen hoping that alien invaders will use it to contact him. Unsurprisingly, fans actually dialed the number to see if it led to anything, perhaps a pre-recorded message from Brain, only to discover that it was actually the real number for a phone sex line. Oops. Word quickly spread online, with fans even posting footage of their calls. And so, sensing an impending PR catastrophe, Hulu quickly pulled the episode for re-editing, before restoring it with all of the accompanying text removed. It's fair to assume that the number was likely a fake when the show went into production back in 2018. Yet removing the text entirely means that the gag no longer makes any sense at all to those not in the know. It probably would have just been smarter to replace the number with one that literally couldn't exist. Number 3. The Major's Racial Slurs, Fawlty Towers. Fawlty Towers is unquestionably one of the most beloved sitcoms of all time, though it's also been subject to some self-imposed censorship from the BBC over the years. Back in 2013, the Beeb re-edited the final episode of the first series, The Germans, removing a brief scene in which Major Goen casually uses racial slurs when referring to West Indians and Indians. This sparked a minor public outcry over those who felt that the BBC was censoring legacy content, though they responded that they re-edited the episode to both reflect societal changes and allow them to air the episode in an earlier time slot. Though some rights holders have since aired the episode in its original form, it was removed entirely by UK TV earlier this year. The episode was later restored by UK TV with a content warning, though it'll certainly be interesting to see how future TV airings of the episode handled the issue. Number 2. Michael hangs himself, The Office. The US Office's Season 6 episode, Koi Pond, originally featured a cold open in which the Dunder Mifflin employees take a group of trick-or-treaters around a haunted version of their warehouse. The scene concludes in fittingly cringeworthy fashion when Michael Scott pretends to hang himself in an attempt to scare the children, before springing back to life and lecturing them on the futility of suicide. It's such a jarring moment that viewers might not even notice that Scott is actually wearing a, well, let's call it a thing in a box costume. And though the gag is clearly mocking Michael's impropriety, NBC nevertheless decided to remove the scene from future broadcasts after the American Society for Suicide Prevention criticized it for being insensitive. In both reruns and on the series' DVD release, the cold open has been removed and was only restored on certain streaming versions of the episode in more recent years. Number 1. The Racist Policeman, The Young Ones. Like Fawlty Towers, The Young Ones is a legendary British sitcom which remains a much-loved TV staple to this very day. Yet in the years since the original 1982 airing of its series one episode Boring, the BBC decided to cut one of its more risque race-related gags. The joke in question sees Rick being accosted by an obnoxious policeman, who, due to wearing sunglasses, believes Rick to be black rather than white. As a result, upon first accosting Rick, he refers to him as, well, let's just say the words he uses are enough to make you wince in 2020. And after removing his glasses to see that Rick is in fact white, claims that he thought he was an N-word. Though the scene is clearly satirizing racism in the police, as prevalent an issue today as it was 40 years ago, many viewers nevertheless felt that the scene was making excess light of a systemic issue in British society, and that it came off rather tone-deaf as a result. Due to the blowback, the episode is rarely aired during reruns of The Young Ones, and even when it is, this exchange is typically edited out. And that's our list. Know of any other moments edited out of your favorite TV shows? Let us know all about them in the comments section below, and do not forget to like, share, and click on that subscribe button. I've been Gareth from WhatCulture.com. Thank you very much for watching, and I'm sure I'll see you very, very soon.